Hello, my beautiful soul family, and welcome to the January Earth and Animal Spirit Tarot reading for the collective dream. I'm so glad that you are here, and we are definitely trying something new this year. So instead of doing the lives on social media, we are going to try recording videos on my YouTube where I will send you to watch the full extended version. And let's just see how this goes. So I wanted to start us off as a preface that if you hear any background noise, it is my daughter. She is playing happily in her room, and I might need to turn off the camera to go attend to her every once in a while. So just wanted to give that as a heads up. Now, as we typically do, just wanted to get started. I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling these cards on camera with your energy here present as well. And if you are not interested in watching this part, that's perfectly fine. I'm going to leave a timestamp down below so that you can know exactly when the reading starts. So if you also are new to this sort of concept, I want to take the time to really explain this to you. So the way that the shamans explain it is that the collective dream is the collective consciousness that we all share. The best way to describe it is that when we are born into this world, we are born with a individual dream that is your personal experience, your reality, the way that you view and perceive the world. But we are also born into what is called the collective dream. And the collective dream is the collective consciousness, like I said, that we all share. So this is going to be a tarot reading where we have 2 tarot decks, and the rest of these are going to be reaching out to different particular energies. We've got earth energies, we have different animal energies, we've got moon energies, a few, these are from our ancestors here, and this will also be a clarifier deck along with the 2 tarot decks. So we're just going to continue to shuffle these. Also, while I've got your attention, I'm really looking forward to this next year of 2023 because I believe that it's an accumulation of everything that we've been through is starting to kind of come to a head. And it's not just me. I believe that this is part of the collective consciousness that I'm picking up on as a empath. So I'm excited to see which animal spirits and which earth elements are also going to be coming through for us for this very first month of the year. Now, I also wanted to ask you guys if you had a really good New Year's Eve into your New Year's Day. If you did, and you maybe had a new resolution that you set for yourself this year, I would love for you to leave me a comment down below. Tell me what it was and what you're hoping to bring into your life in this next coming year, because I think it's really important to always talk about these things. Always make sure that we are keeping our intentions in the forefront of our minds at all times, because that's how we bring it about, right? That's how we manifest things into our life, is when we are able to consistently be aware that these things are what we are hoping for and what we're hoping to bring into our new reality. Now, as we are creating this new reality together, that is the point of this tarot reading in particular, is to see what sort of energy we can purposefully put into this new year. So, with that being said, now that we've got all the cards shuffled, I'm going to go ahead and start pulling some cards. We're going to start with our oracle cards first, and then we'll do the tarot cards to clarify. So, actually, let's start on this side. Ancestors, please guide us with a specific message for the month of January. What message do we need to hear? Thank you. It's funny, that one popped up. If you've been following my page for a while, you can find me on social media at Mojave and Wolf. I'll put a link down below as well. But if you've been following for a while, then you definitely know, if you just saw that card, you definitely know that that's a card that's popped up once before. So that's exciting. That's exciting. All right, animal energies. What energies do we need to know coming from which animals? Thank you. We have another animal deck here. This is going to be another animal spirit energy that's here to help guide us. Thank you. Okay. Let's move over here to the earth energies. Let's set those on top of each other here. What earth energies do we need support with in this next month of January for the collective dream? What energy do we need support with? And what energy from the earth is here to support us in this month of January? Oh, that one flew out. So we'll throw that one there. Oh, and we got another one. I don't know why, but I felt like I was supposed to shuffle that again. So we've got 2 earth elements. Okay, and we're going to ask the moon the same question. Moon energy that is here to support us through the month of January. Moon energy. Oh, thank you. Okay. This deck here is going to be a specific message for a very tangible thing that we can do or say or think about that's going to really be something to resonate on for this month of January. So let's see what this deck has to say. Any messages for us for the month of January? Month of January. I'm going to try that one more time. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, and there was 2 attached, so we're going to take both of those. Put all these cards here in a pile. All right, and let's grab a few clarifier tarot cards. Whoa, and there we go. We got 3 right there off the bat. So we'll take those. Oh, there was 4 actually. So that's good. So we got 4 from that deck, and we're going to shoot for only a couple, but if we get more, you know how it goes. Oh, okay, we got 1, 2. Okay. That's wonderful. All right, so we have got our official cards for the month of January, you guys. How exciting. Okay. These are the tarot clarifiers. We're going to set those over here for now. And let's get started now with this. First card from our ancestors, Warrior of the Heart, with the polar bear. I'll try to bring this up so you can see it. Let me make sure that's in focus for you. Okay. We've also got the cat. It's time to strike out on your own and relinquish your overdependency on others. We've also got the firefly. Such a beautiful card. We've also got dandelion with humility. Oops. And the trout lily with patience. For the moon energy, we've got new moon in Aquarius with bring love into the situation. We have switch media and get help. All right, and I'll fix these up in just a sec, but let's go ahead and see what clarifiers we've got as well for our tarot. We've got the 6 of Wands, Three of Vessels, which is the Three of Cups. Ace of Vessels, which is the Ace of Cups. The Nine of Wands. King of Arrows, which is the King of Swords, with the Kingfisher. Is that focused for you? Yeah, okay. And lastly, we've got the King of Bows, the Adder. The Adder is back with more messages this month. That does not surprise me. So the King of Bows is the King of Wands. All right, just give me a sec. I'm gonna reorganize these, go in there and check on my daughter real quick, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, I do apologize, but see, this is why I decided to do our readings like this year and see how it goes. My daughter needed my attention. Okay, now to get us started, I just want to go through and first call out all the different earth and animal energies that are here to help support us in the month of January. We have the polar bear, we have the cat, we have the firefly, we have the adder snake again, and we also have the kingfisher, which is a bird. As far as the earth elements, we've got the dandelion and the trout lily, as well as, let me just see if I see anything else on the board. The water element is coming back again in both forms of water and snow. So we do have the water popping up a couple times as well. So the water, trout lily, and dandelion are the earth elements that are here to support us for the month of January. All right, so here's what I'm seeing, you guys. This is actually really cool. All right, if you guys remember from the other previous tarot reading that we did, this card here is a reminder to us. The Warrior of the Heart is a card to remind us that we are essentially the light workers put in this world right now at this very specific time for a very specific purpose. And that is to help awaken those that are under us, so to speak, that maybe do not have the same level of awareness that you have. And that's a good thing to keep in mind, because that is the premise of this entire reading that I see here today. Now, here's something very, very interesting that I want to point out. We received the new moon in Aquarius card. Guys, I can't make this up. The next new moon that we have coming up in January, I believe it's on the 21st, is a new moon in Aquarius. So I really believe, right off the bat, something very important is going to be happening on that day for us, those of us who are tuning into this message today. But the overall message that I'm seeing here is it really does have a lot to say about where we are and what messages are coming in for us right now. These are going to be very important messages pertaining to, once again, just like last month, our specific purpose, why we're here, and what we're trying to put together to make that happen. What I'm seeing is that in the month of January, we're going to have a lot of inspiration coming in, just like the firefly here suggests. The only thing is with the fireflies, we have to be careful, because the firefly is very fleeting, right? It's very inspiring, but that inspiration can be very fleeting. It can happen like that and then be done. So we really need to be focused on our awareness this month, making sure that we are living in that state of awareness, that state of wanting to know what we can be doing to help, so that we can find it when it comes and we don't miss it. It might come in a very small package, to be honest. Now, most of these cards are honestly talking about that specific message, that the inspiration we've been looking for is coming in this month of January. I feel like a lot of us might be feeling like the month of December was really tough, because we knew that there's something. But just like the trout lily, for example, the trout lily, it takes about, I think it's 5 to 7 years for the first flower to ever bloom on the trout lily. So that message of patience is very important to us this month. We must remain patient in this quest that we're on to try to figure out exactly what it is that we're working towards. You might have felt like you had some sort of inspiration hit in December, which is good. However, because of that, we're still in this sort of shedding process, like the adder snake. We're still shedding that old. A lot of times with the snake, it doesn't shed all of its skin at once. Most times, sometimes it will, but most times it starts very slowly, and it's a peeling process. And the first half comes, and then the snake has to continue to move, right? It has to continue to move forward for the rest of that skin to get pulled off of it. So that's the big message I'm seeing here with that as well. Now, also, I want to go back to the trout lily, because the trout lily also has a very close symbiotic relationship with the ant, because the ant will use parts of the plant to feed its community, but as it does that, it's actually helping the seeds to disperse, and so that new plants can grow. So it's a very symbiotic relationship, but the ant as well is bringing those messages of that hard work, of making sure you're just being diligent with the work that you have presented before you and taking it one step at a time. And I see that so clearly because of the fact that the ant is such a small but mighty animal, right? You see one ant walking, it's not really that big of a deal, but when you see a whole trail of ants walking, you realize that they're on a mission, right? They've all got a very specific purpose in mind, whatever that is, and they're all working together to accomplish that. Now, I want to bring in that same message here with the Three of Vessels, because I really feel like some of us are being called to reach out to our community more, to be able to talk to more people that we are close to. That either will help us to get to that place where we feel like we have more support, and our inspiration and ideas will start to come when we collaborate with other people. However, for some of us, we do have a very specific message about striking out on your own and relinquishing that over dependency on others, just like the cat. The cat is very independent, but the cat is also very creative. So if you have the cat popping up in your life, or the polar bear, the firefly, the adder snake, or even the kingfisher bird, these are very specific animal spirit energies that are here to help guide us during this time of finding that balance of your own independence. What is it that you need to do to make sure that you're not becoming over dependent on other people? Now, this is not just financially. I think this is more so in the sense of our creativity. I know how, again, like the patience card here, we live in a time and age where we feel like everything is instant gratification. We want to get it done right away. We want to get it in there so that the world can hear it or see it or whatever. Or even just your family. You might be thinking of new ideas to run your family, to run the home base. But it's going to have to take patience, you guys. It's not always the answer we like to hear, but it is the truth. So again, with this new moon in Aquarius, I'm definitely seeing, of course, bringing love into that situation. Don't be hard on yourself if you are coming up against feeling like you have obstacle after obstacle after obstacle. These things are being put there on purpose for a reason. Now, we might not know that reason right away, but it is happening for a reason. So it's really good to keep that in mind as we move forward. And I find it interesting too, because I do feel like as I'm speaking to my specific soul family that does come in and watch these and listen to this reading, I do see a diversion of two different groups. There are some of you who are honestly going in needing to get help from other people in your life, other people that might have some answers that you might not have about whatever it might be, whether it be in motherhood, like I really don't know how to deal with this situation. Your spirit guides here are telling you, you don't have to do this alone. And I honestly feel like this is the perfect time. I didn't even mean to plug this, but this is the perfect time for me to bring this up. I did start a Facebook community called The Village. It's a private Facebook group made specifically for intuitive and wild mothers. So if you want to be a part of that community, you can go on the link in my bio on social media. I'll also post it in the description of this video here on YouTube, so that you can join that group and become a part of a stronger community, because the point of that group is that we are there to learn from one another. There's no higher person, there's no higher anything there. We all have separate knowledge that when we come together, we create that village, because we know that it takes a village to raise a child, and that's the purpose of this group. So anyway, I feel like that was really important for me to bring that up. I apologize, the sun's coming out, so we've got the lighting changed a little bit. Anyhow, okay, now what I'm also seeing here is we have two king energies that came out side by side. So I see that we're being really supported right now in specific areas. One is the area of our creativity. We have strong creativity coming in with the King of Bows, and that is going to happen. It's going to happen. Even the new moon in Aquarius talks about things happening. Like finally, there's a shift, right? And that creativity starts to come. And just like the firefly indicates, when it does, you have to be prepared for that. Have a notebook ready on hand. Bring a little tiny notebook with you in your purse or your diaper bag with a pencil, so that you can actually start writing down these things when they come in for you. With that being said as well, I'm also seeing with the King of Arrows, which is the King of Swords, the King of Swords, that there is a lot of help coming in with our mental energy, the energy within our mind, the practical things, the things that we must be doing on a regular basis, which again goes right back to everything we've been talking about here, about keeping the patience alive as you're working through everything. You will be divinely protected as well as uplifted right now during this time, during this month of January, as we get things off the ground, as we start to think about these new energies. Because the Six of Wands also is all about that creative spark. Like, you are ready to go, my dear. Your flag is flying high. You are ready to start showing the world the real you, the real version of yourself that maybe you feel like you've been hiding for a while, because I don't know, the world is just kind of nutso right now. And it's like, who really thinks they have time to deal with this stuff? But again, with the message of this, we are the warrior of the heart. We are the warrior of the heart, my love. We are the one that is bringing this new energy to the world. It is on us. It is on us to holst that flag up. Bring it up high and show the world, guess what? There is a different way to live. There is a different way. There is a different way. Now, also I want to bring up with the dandelion. The dandelion is one of those plants that, at least here in America, and it's devastating to be honest, but everyone sees it as a weed. They see it as a plant that is a nuisance. And there's been a lot of, what's the word? Lawn mitigation, is that maybe the word? I can't think of the word right now, but there's a lot of people wanting to just get rid of the dandelion because it's like a nuisance in the yard. But the reality is, you guys, honestly, the dandelion has so many benefits. So many health benefits. You can eat it, you can drink it, all the way from the leaves to the flower to the roots, all of it. The entire plant is so packed with support for us on a physical level with our physical bodies. And so with that being kind of coupled here with the message of humility, I'm really sensing that is how some of us are feeling in our spirit right now. We know that we have so much to give. You know that you have so much to offer the world. Just want to make sure I'm still recording. You know that you not only have a bunch of gifts to present, but you're also very humble about it. You're not going out there being flashy like the firefly, so to speak. You're not being flashy about it. You're so humbled by the fact that you know that there are multiple avenues that you could take right now. And that might be what's kind of making you feel stuck at the moment. But we're really being encouraged right now with the Switch Media card to do exactly what it says, you guys. If you feel like your energy is getting shifted slightly at the moment, try shifting your media. If you've been watching a lot of the news, I must encourage you at this moment to turn it off. Let that be a resolution that you set for yourself for the month of January, if not the entire year of 2023. Stop watching the news. If you really feel like you have to know what's going on in the world, there are certain apps that you can download, like news apps, where they will only notify you when a certain news story comes out, or maybe you only check certain news articles online for 10 minutes a day if it has to be a case for you. You know, really set some boundaries and some limits around what you're allowing in your life, because that media, you guys, I can't stress this enough. This will work against your energy so fast like nothing else. This will work against your energy to allow that to be what you are consuming on a regular basis. It will work against everything you're trying to do in your life and bring forth in this new year. Now, here's some other messages that I'm seeing. So I'm seeing here with the new moon in Aquarius, what's interesting is that a lot of people might think that the Aquarius is a water sign, but it's not. It's actually an air sign. And because of that, I'm seeing that there is a situation that not only do you need patience in, but you also need to bring that love into it from a very stable mental place. So if you're feeling like your emotions might be all over the place right now, because the water is involved in the Aquarius symbolism, you know, there might be a lot of energy being put out emotionally at this time in your life. You're really being encouraged to just take a step back, have patience with the situation, have a little humility as well about it, and bring love into that situation. Try to bring love that will cover the emotion, love that will cover. So this is a very mental process that you're doing, that you're taking part of. And if you need help with that, that is what the King of Arrows, the Kingfisher, is here for as well, because the Kingfisher is also... Maybe I should just stop for a second. I pushed stop because there's a train going by at the moment. I thought it had passed, but it's still going. I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera or not, so I'm just going to keep going here. But the Kingfisher, this is a bird that is comfortable in both the air and the water, which is a direct connection I see here with the new moon in Aquarius card as well. There is a balance that is needed, and if you don't know what it is that you need to be releasing, that's why the Kingfisher is here. The Kingfisher is here to really help you to pinpoint what it is on an intellectual level. So the emotions maybe are not as attached, because that air, as the bird flies more, it is that air, even though the emotions are attached with that water. Same thing with the Aquarius sign, right? It is mostly air because it is an air sign, but it is directly connected as well to those emotions. So there is a definite connection here to both of these cards. Now, what I'm seeing clearly for us is that when this new moon in Aquarius approaches, which is on the 21st of this month, by the way, and I will definitely be doing a sound meditation to help bring this in as well on my social media. So be sure you're following me on Instagram, or actually I just started a new TikTok as well. You can find me at Mojavian Wolf. I'm also on Facebook at Mojavian Wolf. So the moon sound meditation will be coming out on that day to help us with this specific energy. But it's all about getting rid of that which is holding you back. Learning how to pinpoint it and saying it's no longer needed. I have to move forward in this energy with no emotion attached. That's not to completely disregard anything emotional about it, but it is to come at it from a direct point, not an emotional point, if that makes sense. Now, another interesting thing about this new moon that we have coming up on the 21st, which happens to be in Aquarius, I mean, you can't make this up, you guys. It is a supermoon. So what that means is that it's going to be a specific moon where it is the closest to Earth that it can be in that moment, which means the gravitational pull is going to be that much stronger. So we just need to pay attention to that. We've got a lot of really great strong energy coming in for us for the month of January. Now let's see if there's any other messages that I see before we wrap this up. If anyone watching has a cat at home, January is also going to be a really great month for you to spend a little extra time with your cat, because that cat is going to help you bring in this more energy, this stronger energy of learning how to have more independence, how to, kind of strike out on your own, as the card says. But like I said, I feel like my soul family is sort of diverting into two different directions here. We have those who are needing to learn how to kind of do things on their own a little more. Maybe you're a little over dependent on people or their help. And then we've got those who are needing to go and find that community. You're needing to get the help that you need. And that it's important to remember that it is always okay to ask for help. It is always okay to ask for help. And if you're ever with someone in your life that makes you feel like it's not okay to ask for help, then maybe they are not your people. But I do want to bring up one final point. We do have the full moon on here twice. One is the rising full moon and one is fully lit in the sky. So I really feel like this full moon sound medicine that I'm going to come out with as well this month is going to be very important for you to take a listen to as well, and to really work with that energy. Let me see, what do I know about this full moon? Oh yeah, I forgot. This full moon is coming up this Friday, by the way, and it is a full moon. It's a full wolf moon in Aquarius. Aquarius, or is it Cancer? Hold on, I want to check my notes. Dun, 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 dun. It's a Cancer. Yeah, that's right. That's what I thought. Because I'm a Cancer, so I was like, oh, it's a wolf Cancer full moon? That's totally me. So I'm super excited about this full moon coming up. But it's a full wolf moon in Cancer. And the wolf moon, which I'll go deeper into in the sound meditation when I get there during the month, but the wolf moon is all about hearing that wolf howl for the first time of the season. And that's why the Native Americans would call it the wolf moon, is because once they knew that that moon was approaching, they knew that they were going to start hearing the wolves howl. And when the wolves are howling, they are seeking out their community again. They are seeking out their people again. Huge important message there. Cancer, which is the sign that the full moon will be in, is a water sign like myself. It's very intuitive. So this is about finding your spiritual community, and seeing it connected right next to this Three of Vessels is very important, you guys, because I really believe like that's what this whole thing is about. All three of these here. We've got a strong message coming in, strong new message about finding your spiritual community. And like I said, if you are looking for that, I have started that Facebook group, The Village. It's a private Facebook group, and we are all there to learn from one another. I would really suggest and request and offer that you join that group. I think it's going to help a lot with the energy moving forward. All right, you guys. And with that being said, this is our January Earth and Animal Spirit Tarot reading for the collective dream. And with us knowing these energies exist for the month of January, if we are all separately in our own lives helping to bring about this energy, we are creating a huge impact on the collective energy. So keep that in mind moving forward. Now, for those of you who are still new to what I'm doing here, I just want to update you and let you know that throughout the rest of the month of January, what I will be doing is going through each and every single one of these earth and animal energy spirits that are here to help guide us through this month of January, and sharing even more messages that they have for us that all pertain back to this specific message that we received here today. So like I said, be sure to follow me on social media. You can find me at mojaveandwolf.com. That's MojaveAndWolf, Mojave and Wolf. And you can also find some content over on mojaveandwolf.com. That's our website. I'm going to be trying very, very hard to make sure that I'm getting my ducks in a row to be able to continue to put out new content on my website for the year of 2023. As a single mom, like I said, it does get very difficult to find the time, but I'm going to try my hardest because this is what I'm all about, you guys. I'm all about finding that spiritual community and raising the vibration through the knowledge that I know I'm here for a purpose. I know that I am, and I know that you are too if you're watching this. Because if you're watching this, you are part of my soul family. That means that we resonate on the same level. We might have very similar experiences in our life, and we are here to help support one another. So, thank you guys so much. And if you could also please make sure to hit that subscribe button here on YouTube. That would help us out a lot. Like this video, hit subscribe, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think about this message today. And I look forward to talking to all of you guys over on social media this month. Bye-bye.